So we basically interviewed royal experts about Harry and Meghan's interview 2 days before anyone had actually seen it.
And invited them on a fake TV show and said, would you give your instant post-match analysis to the interview that's going on CBS? Unfortunately, because it's television, we do have to pre-record it, but that won't be a problem, will it? Oh, no, they all said, and offered their views on an interview that, alas, they had not seen.
Did you... I mean, I don't want to ask you, I know, Archie, you also work as a magician, so I'm not going to ask you to breach Magic Circle rules and reveal your secrets, but did you tell them that you'd seen it?
No. We verified that neither we nor them had seen it before. No.
And obviously you paid them, which is quite a big part of the process.
Yes, we did pay them.
We paid them the kind of fee, well, let's say what we did pay them, the kind of fee they would expect to receive for a television appearance. But we thought it was important to mention to our audience that we did pay them, both because it was the truth, but also because it means that, in a sense, they are monetizing this industry.
I'm intrigued by that. I've lost an argument with my wife, actually, who's also a journalist, because I thought you might have tempted them into this indiscretion by putting more money on the table than is ordinarily available for a kind of gob on a stick gig.
No, we're saving all our money for the pub when we're allowed to go. We're not going to put more money than we need to.
Let's have Sorry, go on, Josh.
To pay that amount of money.
No, well, as I say, I got that one wrong. Let's have a little listen to the results, and then we'll come back to Josh and Archie in a moment, and they can tell you how you can find out more about their work.
My name is Victoria Arbiter, A-R, B as in boy, I-T-E-R, and I am royal commentator for CNN.
Richard Fitzwilliams, royal commentator.
Ingrid Seward, I'm editor-in-chief of Majesty magazine.
You've not seen the interview yet, have you?
No,
great. I think we have a fair idea of where the interview's going, and we have a fair
idea. We do, definitely.
What was your overall impression of the interview?
I think that this was an extremely hard-hitting interview.
In the interview, to my mind, this was an actress giving one of her great performances. From start to finish, Meghan was acting.
Do you think, looking back now, that Oprah went rather soft on Harry and Meghan?
I think the interview was really an iron fist in a velvet glove.
She did ask the tough questions. She had to ask the tough questions.
It was not a balanced interview.
But at the same time, I think she did ask those questions in a sympathetic light.
Oprah is a friend and gave them an easy ride.
And certainly favouring Harry and Meghan.
She was totally sympathetic. And there is a great deal in it that the palace will find deeply concerning.
Were you surprised in the interview to hear Meghan's comments about Prince William?
To hear her talking about members of the royal family didn't surprise me at all. I think she was very unwise to do it, but she's the kind of woman that, wants her say.
Meghan used extremely strong language to describe her relations with members of the royal household.
Meghan spoke about her love of animals. Obviously, in the interview, Meghan talked about the Balham Donkey Sanctuary. What does that tell us about Meghan's character?
Meghan talked about her love of animals, love of dogs, love of the Donkey Sanctuary.
In the interview, the nicest thing about Meghan was that she, it's her love of animals.
She does have a love of animals, but that's only one side of her. That's a domestic side.
Is there a Donkey Sanctuary in Balham, Josh?
I don't think there is, no, but that didn't seem to concern our royal correspondent.
So, and obviously, as far as we know, there are no specific comments about Prince William either, but that, of course, just adds to the sense of fun. But there's some seriousness underpinning the fun here, Archie. Why did you do this?
Ultimately, these are the kind of people that wear cashmere on breakfast television sets and once shared a taxi with Princess Margaret and feel that they've got a sort of insight into the royal family. They are then duping both media organisations and the public with their views that arguably, and it's up to our viewers and your listeners to make their own minds up, and arguably are not formed. And that's shaping what is, I think, now becoming quite a toxic debate. And we did not target royal correspondents. We did not target Tim Shipman or Nicholas Witchell, Chris Ship or Nicholas Witchell, or anybody who's a proper journalist. These are people that have set themselves up as experts. They're not journalists. And we also asked very open-ended questions. It was, did Oprah go too soft?
Yes.
And we didn't give them lines. The only 2 lines we gave them were so ludicrous that we almost did it as a chance. There isn't a Balham Donkey Sanctuary. There's no way. Vaccine, when we had Dickie Arbiter say, would be selfish for not taking the vaccine.
Yes, we didn't play that bit out. That was very topical, I suppose, but also, a point at which one would imagine some alarm bells would go off, which makes me wonder whether did you target other people who did see through the ruse, or did everybody come through that you went after?
It turns out that royal experts are very keen to pass on their expertise.
for which we should all be grateful. Josh, do you want to tell my listeners a little bit more about the work that you both do? Take the opportunity to speak to this enormous audience, which is no doubt a tiny fraction of your YouTube following.
I don't know about that. So Archie and I have a YouTube channel where we often try and pose experiments, ask questions, and explain those questions in a video. We've done a video recently where we nominated Gemma Collins for the Nobel Peace Prize and had our nomination submitted successfully. We've sold Deliveroo meals from my kitchen in my flat. So lots of interesting stuff like that. You can check us out on YouTube, and this was our latest video, and we're happy it's gone well and hope that everyone's enjoyed it.
Josh Pieters and Archie Manners, thank you very much indeed for your time. You've also, just glancing at my own inbox, you've worked wonders for my credibility among younger listeners. So that's got to be making it all worthwhile for all three of us. There you go. And of course, the four royal experts mentioned there: Dickie Arbiter, Victoria Arbiter, Richard Fitzwilliams and Ingrid Seward are more than welcome to put their side of the story on this programme as well. The more the merrier, you know how it generally works.